Hello again. So, we left off with discussing how do you survive as a creative in London? Because London is famously hustling and bustling and expensive.
Very expensive. I just realized that. I had my sister over and having to pay for stuff for two makes you realize that it's crazy, even for one. Um, how, well, I think even from the beginning, what worked for me is having a lot of stuff going on around me. So as I said before, I am doing retouching for a photographer who's doing headshots, and it's basically at the moment my steadiest income because I can count that I don't know a certain amount of picture will come into my way every month. Um, and also, as I'm having two production companies, obviously the theatre production company sort of it's not for money making. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
But creating Riverine Productions, it was basically for to cover the bills. And besides, obviously, I'm doing the film producing as well, which is the creative side. But also, we do video productions for musicians, creatives. We were just doing a baking show for the Hungarian Cultural Institute. It's called Sweet Hungary, and yeah, also the second year running, we were filming the final showcase for the Rose Bruford students in acting masterclass, or no, the master project of act. I don't know the name of their course. So it's yeah, a master's degree in acting and their final showcase. And we were filming it the second year now. And it was like 24 students. They all got a duologue and a monologue, and we filmed it. We putting it together for a final showcase, and that's a project we really love to do, and we really love working with actors who are mostly, so they're not just starting out. They usually it's their second degree, or
Okay.
they decided to I don't know change careers and become actors, and it's a nice environment, and all these little things sort of add up, and it's very hectic in a way. You earn X amount of money in 1 month and half of it the next one, and then three times the month after. So it's not really predictable. Not many people can handle that lack of steadiness.
Yeah, so that means that you have to budget in advance and you have to be very strict because you don't know exactly how much money you have coming in, right?
Yeah.
You can't be
And
like, I know this is coming in next month and next month and next month, so I can. That's what I'm gonna buy this because that money's gonna come in. And
yeah, and the worst part is that you don't know that this or that is going to come in, because sometimes you can't see in the future in a way that you don't have anything lined up in the I don't know in the next 2 months. So you have to see what comes along or what you will find. And my experience is something will come in your way. I mean, if you put in the work and if you keep working, something will come up. I don't think I've ever had a month since I've been doing these when I didn't have anything to do.
mm, I mean,
And
that's a
yeah,
testament to all the hard work you've been putting in as well. Because I've seen you work, lady. You don't go easy on yourself.
yeah, I know. But also I couldn't do that. So I have to be clever about how I live in this city. I can't go. So I live in zone 4, and that's if I want to go to Charing Cross to the city, it's £11. That's it, out of the window. I can't do that every day.
Mm.
So I'm mostly working from home. Obviously, if I have a project or something, I need to travel, but I can save money by working from home quite a lot.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean,
Now,
I'm guessing people in London are more fans of working from home for that very simple reason: is that travel is a nightmare financially speaking.
yeah,
I,
and
I
now it's impossible. Just coffee got really expensive. I didn't realize that. Like, do you remember when we went to Pret before we did the podium cabaret?
yeah.
And it was like suddenly you got a sandwich, you got a coffee, and maybe a drink or something, and you already spent the money for a complete lunch.
Yeah, no, no, no. I mean, if I go to London, yes, I live on sandwiches. I mean, if the fancy stuff, the luxury item is pret a manger, but if not, I'm going to Sainsbury's and getting a sandwich, and that's that. It's still, it's food.
Yeah.
You can't be too picky, but okay, so that's sort of so you're going on the route of just cutting down, unnecessary costs by avoiding travel and things like that, and pretty much, and focusing on generating your income and sort of budgeting accordingly and trying to get as many, fingers in as many pies as possible, as they say.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's fair. That's fair. I think because I'm always fascinated by this because London is seen as, I mean, besides being the capital, for the industry, it's one of the biggest hubs, the busiest hub in the UK, probably. Now it's changing. We're getting like a couple of TV studios here, and in Edinburgh and Glasgow's getting a couple and things like that. But the main thing is still London. And I was looking at London, like I could probably do it, but I mean, I would love to do it one day, and I am absolutely interested in moving down if the time is right. But I was like, yeah, but here I can work part time in a restaurant and then do all this stuff and still put money away to the side if I'm clever about it. But in London, I don't see that happening that much.
Yeah. No, it's basically about survival, day to day. I had a very long period when I was literally coming out zero every month. So it takes time to build up these connections and this hub of like working opportunities.
Mm. Paid work. Let's talk about that because I think
Yeah.
I don't see London
You can
actors
find a
going.
lot of unpaid work.
I was gonna say a lot. I don't see London actors going. So we have this production, unpaid work. And you're like, no, fuck off. Just keep walking. I don't. I can't do it.
Yeah, I think there has to be a time when you say no to these. And I still I'm still willing to do unpaid work, by the way. It's
Yeah.
just have to be really good. When if so it has to be either the role. I think there is a triangle, but I'm not sure. It's like the value of the production, the money, and the third one is I can't remember.
Right, hang on. When you say value, you mean like the creative satisfaction?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Is it? It's always like there's three things. You can only choose two.
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't remember the third one.
Value, money, and probably just the free time availability you will have in your life. It's like,
Yeah, it was more interesting than that. But that could
yeah,
work too.
fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, I mean that's the creative world, but you can make it happen. It's good to see that people are doing it, and I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, because yeah, London freaks me out, but in a good way. Like I'm excited, but I'm also like, It's like approaching
Yeah.
a very angry bull that you're like, you're cute, but